The Dictator is an extremely funny comedy movie about Admiral General Aladeen, born in 1973 and the world's worst dictator and the ruler of Wadiya. He is a childish, sexist, and anti-Western leader who surrounds himself with 30 virgin female bodyguards. In Wadiya, he organizes and competes in his own Olympic Games. He cheats to win every gold medal in the game. Aladeen addresses to the people in Wadiya about uranium-enriching weapons designed for non-nuclear uses, such as medical applications. Aladeen arrives at the nuclear facility with his uncle Tamir. He was very excited to see the nuclear weapon, but the nuclear missile they made is smaller than he expected. He became frustrated and summons Nadal, the head of Wadiya's nuclear program and procurer of women. Then the other scientist informed Aladeen that he has executed Nadal 2 years back. Nadal built the nuclear missile composed of uranium 2 years ago, but Aladeen informs him that the top of the missile should be pointy. After some disagreements, Aladeen gives the order to the guards to execute Nadal. Aladeen is getting shot in the head as he makes his way back to the palace. Later, we discover that Tamir is responsible for the shooting and that the murder victim was actually Aladeen's duplicate. Tamir discovered another double of Aladeen named Efavad. Aladeen and Megan Fox are seen having sex in the following scene. He recently had sex with hundreds of celebrities. According to the news, the United Nations gave NATO permission to attack Wadiya with airstrikes unless Aladeen personally addresses the UN. Aladeen agrees, and while practicing the speech, he accidentally shoots one of his guards twice. To deliver his UN speech, Aladeen travels to New York City. Anti-Aladeen demonstrations and boos were heard in the streets as Aladeen's convoy passed by. Tamir hired Clayton at the hotel for the protection of Aladeen. Later that evening, as Aladeen is sound asleep, Clayton kidnaps him, takes him to the warehouse, and ties him to a chair. Clayton displays many tools of torture and finally shaved Aladeen's signature. They fall in love and Aladeen reveals his true identity as Admiral General Aladeen. Upon hearing it, Zoe becomes upset and breaks up with him. Before leaving, Aladeen tells Zoe, "You have broken my heart into Aladeen pieces." On the Brooklyn Bridge, broken heart Aladeen tries to commit suicide by jumping off the river, but Nadal stopped him. The next day, Nadal helps Aladeen to get access to the Lancaster Hotel by a zip line. But unfortunately, he got stuck in the middle of the zip line. Aladeen successfully enters the Lancaster Hotel as the zip line gives way. He rips up Tamir's document during the signing ceremony in front of the UN delegation, declaring that Wadiya will continue to be a dictatorship. But when he saw Zoe in the room, he felt love for her and declares a real democracy, a real constitution, and a real election in Wadiya.
Democracy, I will make you one of my wives.
Aladeen won by 98.8% of the vote in Wadiya's first free elections, which were held a year later. He is now called President Prime Minister Admiral General Aladeen. He marries Zoe, but is shocked when she crushes a glass and reveals herself to be Jewish.